Hello everyone. Hello, and welcome to a little video. I just watched a movie and I've got the music playing in the background on Spotify here. But I just watched Signs. The movie, the M. Night Shyamalan movie about the aliens, the crop circles and the aliens and everything. Yes. I watched Signs and I've seen it multiple times. Signs multiple times. I've seen it a few times, and this is like my 12th viewing, something like that, a dozen viewings. What a great film. I really, really like this film. I love it. It's a fantastic film. From a director who I have a few problems with. Especially his most recent films. Let me have a drink here. What does he make? M. Night Shyamalan. The Village, I once wrote on my Facebook. I wrote a big acting analysis of William Hurt, is it? Yeah, he's passed away now. But him in The Village, and I also talk about James Newton Howard, the composer to all of M. Night Shyamalan's good films. We have also talked about, on my channels and stuff, we have talked about The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense is an amazing film in its own right as well. That is a fantastic movie. And he's also done other things like Unbreakable. I didn't really like the sequels. What were they? Split and Glass and all those things. So that's like sort of the repertoire of M. Night Shyamalan, and he's very known for his twists. And he does it in Signs. He does it here in this film, which we'll talk about in a sec. But I really like the themes in this movie, especially the religious overtones and the question of faith. What is the character's name? Graham, I believe, Mel Gibson's character. He is, and this will be spoilers, so because we're having like a discussion of the film. So if you haven't seen it, well then don't watch this. Graham, Mel Gibson. That's how I'll say it. He used to be a father, a priest, and he lost his wife. And it shows that through the flashbacks in the movie. And with James Newton Howard's music, it just highlights it in such a nice manner. And it really makes you, like, his struggle of like, he used to be a man of God, and then he lost his wife, and then he lost all his faith. Yeah, it really hit me. He lost all his faith, but it all comes full circle in the end when I really want to play the scene, but I'm having like copyright issues and shit. But at the end here, maybe you can hear it.
Give me a second.
Daddy?
Don't touch him. His lungs were closed.
Okay. Have a listen to the audio of this, and we'll look at my expression to.
That's why I had asthma. It can't be luck. His lungs were closed. No poison got in. His lungs were closed. Don't touch him. Give him a minute.
It must be.
Give him a second.
Oh, look what I can do.
Daddy?
Look what I can do.
Graham.
Dad? What happened?
Perfect. I'm like tearing up here.
Did someone save me?
Listen to this.
I think someone
Let's just watch the ending here, because it says more than I ever could. Listen to the music. It all comes full circle. His faith is restored. Really moving stuff. Just look at some of these credits for a second. I just like the music, and I'm really moved by it. Mel Gibson did a great job. Joaquin Phoenix, yeah, he did a great job, man. So let me zoom out and okay. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? How do I recap that? It's like he talks about. There's another scene we're gonna have to watch, but he talks about how there are people who see signs in life, and there are people who aren't, and there is just random luck. There's lots of people in both columns, and he is explaining it to Joaquin Phoenix. Meryl, I think it is. He's explaining it to him. The music. Because it's triumphant in the end. The movie is triumphant in the end. That's what I like about it. It comes full circle. That's why I like listening to James Newton Howard's music right now. So as I was saying, like, he's talking to Joaquin Phoenix about how there are people who see signs and people who don't, and he's lost his faith, and he thinks, then he eventually says, "We are all alone. There's no one looking out for us," and that's a scary, sort of harsh reality, solemn thought. And you could extrapolate this into real life, where we have a new age sort of anthropology and how people act and, you know, how people are. I know that there's people are leaving religion, and except for people are leaving religion and becoming more progressive and more open-minded and things like that. And there are many spiritual people as well. Like me, I'm very spiritual. So the question is, do we see signs in things? Is there such a thing as a coincidence? What is a coincidence? Like, maybe everything really does happen for a reason. Do you have to be religious to think that there is some sort of cosmic planning? Is there room for that in someone's heart? Can you think that? What do I think? It's making me really introspect here. What do I think? I am very spiritual. which many of you know. Religion, I don't even really want to talk about religion so much, in the sense that it doesn't matter. Spiritual is more the word I'm talking about. Yeah, very spiritual. And there are many phenomena that we talk about when it comes to synchronicities and angel numbers and light language and all these beautiful things. The karma, the cosmic balance, things happening for a reason. I'm very open-minded to that kind of stuff. I guess I'm undecided, like, what do I don't really know, because I live my life a very edgy atheist. I was a very edgy teen and very stick it to the man kind of thing. But as I had my spiritual awakening I was awake very early on, but as I had my spiritual awakening around like 2015, when I was watching like Cosmic Disclosure and watching all these things about the secret space program and stuff, things changed where you have a different outlook, and my mind expanded. So everything I've just been blabbing on about, as it relates to signs, as we hear the beautiful music, was there a reason? Maybe there was a reason that his wife died and was able to give him that message of, see, you have to see, and then tell Meryl to swing away. And that was like the medium of communication from God to Mel Gibson's character. And it all worked out when they were facing the alien in the living room. As my phone is dying. Oh no. Where's my cable? Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Oh, here we go. I found it. Okay, sorry. So as they're facing the alien in the living room, Mel Gibson's character, it all flashes in front of him. His wife's death, everything that she said, swing away. He turns his head. He sees the bat. He knows it's destiny. It's preordained. It is fate. There is someone there after all. Swing away. And that's what he does. And then the water. Remember how the aliens have the weakness to water? Which people made fun of in the film. The film isn't perfect. It's not perfect. But the water falls on him, on the alien, and that was from the daughter. Because she is spiritual herself. She said in the movie she said she dreams of what was going to happen. And she has like foresight. And that's why she put the glasses of water everywhere in the house. And that's how they ultimately defeated the alien. And then to see him at the end, dressed up in his garb, his religious garb, like, it's perfect. It's just a perfect tale of a redemption of faith. Whether you are religious or not, whether you entertain the notion of faith or not, it is touching. And that's what I like about this movie, is that you can sit back and watch it and really be taken on this theological journey. It's also very scary, and I saw this on my 10th birthday, and we really shouldn't have done that because it screwed me up. I couldn't sleep. I remember that night. I had a sleepover. I remember that night. I remember seeing the aliens in the curtains, and God, it was horrible. We shouldn't have watched that movie. I was too young. So I saw it when it came out on VHS, probably on tape. But I think that's kind of the main theme that I wanted to get across and talk about, which was the elements of faith and the whole destiny and preordained, and maybe there is someone who looks after us, and that is a comforting thought, in the sense that we live in a. I was saying earlier, like we live in a very. How I was saying people are going away from religion. Yeah, we live in a very reductionist, Newtonian world, where it's all broken down, and we're all just we evolved from nothing, and we're nothing in this cosmic joke of a thing. But maybe there's more meaning to us than we should give ourselves more credit than we think. Maybe we are special, and we should take on the mantle of that and embrace it and live a more spiritual, conscious life. Is that consciousness? Yeah, conscious life. And it's just something to think about. And the movie is making me think about this. So that's a good movie to make me think about this. It's bringing up elements of religion and faith. Wow. I like that. I like it. Let's question our beliefs. Let's question things. Let's and when we're having these kind of talks, you must empathize with the other side of how you think. That's the only way you're going to be able to have an open mind and forward your comprehension of of what is true and the nature of what is true in this world. So a big subject matter from an unassuming movie at first, but big subject matter. The questions of religion and faith and meaning and synchronicity, spirituality. Perfectly done and tied up with a bow at the end. Encapsulated with James Newton Howard. James Newton Howard, he's all over my Spotify. He's a composer. Most famously, I know him from Peter Jackson's King Kong, who he had 5 weeks to make. He had 5 weeks to make the music for Peter Jackson's King Kong, and he did it. And it's the most touching music. It's that movie is a gem. It has problems, but it's a hidden gem, and the music is even more awesome. It's even more secretive, and people should put on the album. It's so awesome. Listen to it on Spotify. James Newton Howard. He's done all of M. Night Shyamalan's biggest films. Sixth Sense, Signs, all of them. He did all of them. So it's just highlighted with this touching music. And when it's the scary parts, it's very tense and very scary music. Okay, so that's what I want. Oh no, there is one other thing. So this is 18 minutes. Okay, there is one other thing we have to look at, which is the scene where he. Whoa! I'll get the audio right. Okay, he's facing off with the alien. There's lots of clicking noises. Oh, here we go. I found it. I found the scene in amongst the movie. So I'm gonna face the camera to the screen so you can watch it again. Yeah.
Some people probably think it's the end of the world.
Let's just have a little listen to this.
Do you think it could be? Yes. How can you say that? That wasn't the answer you wanted. Couldn't you pretend to be like you used to be? Give us some comfort.
This will just go for a couple of minutes.
People
Have a listen.
break down into 2 groups.
Yeah, listen to this.
When they experience something lucky, group number 1 sees it as more than luck, more than coincidence. They see it as a sign, evidence that there is someone up there watching out for them. Group number 2 sees it as just pure luck, a happy turn of chance. I'm sure the people in group number 2 are looking at those 14 lights in a very suspicious way. For them, this situation is a 50-50. Could be bad, could be good. But deep down, they feel that whatever happens, they're on their own. And that with fear. Yeah, there are those people. But there's a whole lot of people in the group number 1. And they see those 14 lights. They're looking at a miracle. And deep down, they feel that whatever's going to happen, there'll be someone there to help them. And that fills them with hope. So what you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles? Or do you believe that people just get lucky? Or look at the question this way. Is it possible that there are no coincidences? I was at this party once.
Okay, I'll show you that bit. There is more dialogue to this, but
She's just sitting there.
that was the main bit. So we had like a good discussion. We had like a kind of in-depth discussion about an unassuming thing at first, which turned into something bigger. And yeah, I like, even for people who are not classically religious, you can entertain these thoughts and try and expand your spiritual awareness and expand your worldview. Because there's like I said, there's reductionist sort of people, and then there's the believers. And me personally, I'm not classically religious. You're not meant to talk about these things, but I'm not classically religious, and that's a whole other video we could talk about. But what does that matter? You know, what matters is I'm a very spiritual person in touch with our earth and the things that are important to all of us. So it means a lot to me, and being presented with these ideas, I'm thankful for being presented these ideas, not casting it aside like a closed-minded person. Yeah, I think you understand. I think I made myself kind of clear there. Cool. That's what I want to talk about. Awesome. This is the kind of little videos that I make. This is what I do. So that's done, and watch Signs. Have a good time with it. It's good. It's good, like popcorn movie as well. And I had pizza whilst I was watching it, and my little drink. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you out in the stars. Okay. Bye bye.